welcome back to the channel. I am perfectly satisfied with the progress I made the last couple of days. I have been working on the same 3 projects. The first one I will talk about is the Sunnyside up sock, also known as the egg sock. This is the first one, and this one is all done. We just have to do the heels. That's what this is. That's where I'll be putting the afterthought heel. The second one is to the toes. I just gotta start. A little interruption. Anyway, this is to the toes. I just have to do the decreases for the toe. And then after that's done, I'll be able to start the afterthought heel, which I don't have the afterthought heel marked. This is where I was for the last video, and this is how much progress I made since. I don't have it marked. I didn't. I was a. What am I trying to say here? I was excited to finish this sock, and I just went ahead without thinking about the afterthought heel, which I guess is why it's an afterthought heel. So I have to go through and do the counting, like, and to make sure it's placed properly, like on the first sock, and then I'll be able to do the afterthought heels. I do have to do some investigative work to find out how that's done. I'm actually quite excited about it. I like learning new techniques and stuff, so which is one of the reasons why I was like, color work. I did a little color work on a sweater in the past, but this is a whole lot different overall. Color work on a sock versus a little bit of yoke color work on a sweater. It's a whole different ball game. It was a definite. It wasn't hard, but it kind of got to the point where it was tedious, and I just couldn't wait for it to be over. I'm finally done with all of the color work on the sock, and I'm so happy about that. Doesn't mean I'll never do color work again, but it might be a little bit before I do any large amounts of color work. Maybe a little bit here and there, like a yoke would be fine. I'm okay with that. It's also bigger, a bigger situation. So I don't know, like, and it's usually like when I did the sweater, it was in worsted weight yarn, so it was in the thicker yarn. This is obviously not that. And also I had some sizing issues with these socks, so, but I think that once I get them done, there'll be a pair of socks that I enjoy wearing pretty consistently. I just like the invertedness of it. I decided to invert the colors, and I really enjoy that. Then it's like I'm wearing 2 different socks, but not. If you know. I don't know. Some people don't like to wear socks that are not identical. And some people only wear socks that aren't. My daughter runs around, and it's mostly because she can't be bothered to pair them up with socks that don't match all the time. Me, I like my socks to match unless they're intentionally not matching. I don't like to wear, if I have one sock but the other sock is in the laundry because who knows why one is in and one is not, I will take the time to find a different pair of socks. I'm not trying to wear a bunch of crazy socks. I don't know. Also, I think I talked about this, the last one, and I don't think I made any more progress. So this is actually what I did last week, or last video. I'm still super happy about it, even though I haven't touched it yet this week, this last couple of days. So technically I only have 2 things that I've worked on. I was thinking I had worked on it, and then I looked at it and I was like, no, that's the same spot it was at before. And then for my blanket, it's all wadded up over here because it's so hard to carry around now. All right, here we go. we are to the granny stitch. And I've done a whole side and then this much of the second side with the granny stitch. And before that, I wasn't quite to the granny stitch, so I've probably done 2 whole sides altogether, counting the double crochet back post. I have, these cakes are not going as far as they used to. There for a while, I was able to use 1 cake for the entire thing, for the entire section, but now I'm probably using about 2, sometimes 3. Well, 2.5. I'd say it's closer to about 2.5 per section. That's about it. That's about all I've done. I don't have anything else that I have worked on. I am getting my ball winder out tomorrow. Tomorrow's my birthday, by the way. Happy birthday to me. I am getting my ball winder out tomorrow, and I'm gonna wind up some yarn I got from Chicken Lady, so that I can start a sweater. I have not decided if I'm gonna restart the ranunculus in that or pick a different pattern for this yarn. I gotta kind of see how much yarn is needed for both of those and decide, which one that I'm gonna go with. I kind of have an idea of doing a different sweater, but if that takes a little more than what I have, then I'll need to go back and do the ranunculus, because the ranunculus I can do the entire body, and then I could probably do the same, just cap the sleeves and like to here instead of doing an entire sleeve. We'll see what we decide to do. I don't want to do a vest. I'm not a big vest person. In fact, I don't own a single vest, and I just don't think that I would ever want a vest. I don't know, they're just not my thing. So next video you will see me having decided which top, whether it's cast on or not, I'll have decided by then which sweater I'm going to do with that yarn. I'm super excited about it. I also want to start working on the Mishi has a, my mind is, it's running in slow motion this morning. Well, it's actually not morning, it's afternoon. It feels like it should be morning. She has a shawl pattern that I got, and she I had one, is it Rena? I think it's a Rena cake. I think it's a Rena cake. I had one off her channel, and I decided to go with one her shawl pattern for that cake. So it just seemed like the right thing to do. Just seemed like the most appropriate decision, and I do want to kind of start on that, but I really don't want to do another crochet project until this blanket's done, and this blanket's taking ages. It's only because I want to do other things, but I want to get it done so that I can use it, because I'm super excited to use it. By the time I get it done, it's gonna be too warm for a big heavy blanket, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. If I decide to start the other shawl, you'll find out on Wednesday. So we'll see. With that, I will let you all go. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, and I'll see you in the next one.